I am Dr. Tanya Kafer, and this is the 6th installment of a series of videos in which I'm going through the research process with a project I'm working on. So far we've talked about designing the study, we've given some background on the study, and we've gone as far as getting REB approval. So now's the time where we really get to do the study. We're through pretty much the planning phase, and we're ready to enact our study. The first step is, of course, recruiting participants, which you absolutely cannot start until you have REB approval. So now that that's come through, we can start recruiting and getting people who might want to be in our study. So unfortunately, there's not a lot to the recruitment process that I can show you. For confidentiality reasons, of course, I can't talk about the schools I'm going to or the actual students that might be participating in the study. So we're going to talk a little bit in generalities around what I'm actually doing. Once I got approval from the REB, I sent off all the information that I'd sent to the REB to the school board to ask permission if I could run the study in their schools. So at this point I have pretty good relationships with the school boards, so I was able to basically tell them, just send them everything and be like, I'm wanting to do this study, and I had a pretty good idea that they would let me do it. So then I just wait and see if they have any changes that they want me to make. Fortunately, in this case, the school board got back to me pretty quickly and they didn't have any changes. If they had had changes, I would have had to go and file a modification or an amendment with the LU REB also to make sure that both of those ethics boards have the exact same material. But fortunately, we didn't have to go down that road. I had permission. So at that point, the school board usually suggests some schools, and that's what they did here too. They sent me a list of schools that they thought would be good options to participate in the study that I could contact and send all the information to the principals. And that's what I did. I mean, essentially when the school board makes that choice, they're telling you that those are the schools. I'm sure there is some way, if you really had a certain school in mind, that you could push back. That's never happened to me. I usually just go to whatever schools they tell me to, and they're basing their decision on what's going on in the school. So schools that have big projects going on, they maybe don't want to do another study. Whereas schools who maybe haven't done a study in a couple of years want someone to come in and start doing that. So it varies, and I let the school board deal with that because they know a lot more about what's going on in the schools than I do, because I don't have kids in the school. I'm not in the school day to day. So that's basically where we are now. They sent me a list of schools. I contacted those schools with the information, and I was able to talk to the principals, and they were on board. They were all on board. All the schools that they gave me the list all agreed to participate, as did the teachers in the kindergarten classrooms. So what I have to do then is bring copies of the consent forms for children or for parents to the schools so that they can be sent home with the children at the end of the day. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to drop those forms off at the schools, and then it's just a waiting game again until I find out how many kids want to participate in the study.